In this final video, I want to talk about research questions and then the data analysis grid. When it comes to research questions, as you've seen from our various examples, they're usually going to be asked by a manager so that we can gain some information or solve a problem. Now, the thing is, we want our managers to work closely with analysts because sometimes the questions aren't specific enough or it's not something that can be answered with data. And those happen to be two things that analysts like when it comes to research questions. They want it to be specific and they want it to be answered with data so that we don't have to try to guess. So as I put on here, analysts and managers may need to work together to refine research questions so they're specific enough. So, for example, 5 examples here. What percentage of US consumers are heavy users of credit? So, that might be something that a manager might ask. But an analyst would be like, well, okay, what does heavy mean? And then, next question. What percentage have poor credit habits? Again, what do we mean by poor credit habits? And then, which zip codes have the lowest credit risk? Well, what's credit risk? Next research question. What percentage of credit card holders are considering switching to a different credit provider? So, yeah, that's pretty straightforward. And then, what kind of advertising will be most effective in reaching credit card users? Well, in this case, we need to define effective. So, all our analysis work in this class will begin with research questions. And then the last topic is the data analysis grid. And this data analysis grid is something that I used in my own studies of statistical analysis, marketing analytics, because as you've heard me say a couple times before in earlier video tutorials, we need to know a few things about what we're dealing with in order to know what type of analysis to perform. Well, so far we've done 2 different examples from 2 different types of levels of measurement. When it came to nominal variables, and when we had descriptive type research questions, which, these different ones here, we'll talk more about that later, the types of research questions, but I'll tell you now that the examples we've done so far are descriptive types of research questions. And when they involve nominal data, it's going to be percentages. And then when they involve ordinal data, it's also going to be percentages. And that's really what I wanted to convey at this moment. And later on in this class and the next class, which would be Marketing Analytics 2, we're going to complete the rest of this information. And then also future analytics courses in this marketing degree program. And then that leads us to the last part where I give you more examples for you to take a look at. So I'll just let you look through that. And then from your previous video, you learned that you will be recreating these 2 additional charts right here.